everybody. We are just waking up and today it's just Jed and I home, and Jed wants to make some cookies. I have a few other things to do around the house, and I'm also making dinner tonight. It's a recipe, again, I get a lot of questions about, so I thought that I would show you how I make it and try to put together a recipe at the same time so I can write it down and make it available for you guys. I have some cleaning to do, and we're also going to work on an art project together, a little DIY Christmas decoration for the house, maybe a couple other things, so I hope you will tag along with us today. Alright guys, so I took a shower and did my makeup and got ready for the day, and I thought I would show you first, if we just start off with the little DIYs that we're doing. I'll kind of show you my plans and then we'll get to work. Okay, so this is in my dining room area. We just brought this plant in from outside a few weeks ago because of course it's getting really cold and it can't stay out there. But we left it out a little too long because it's not in the best shape, so we're hoping to bring that back to life. But we put this, we decorated the little coffee area last night, or at least I did. And then I was so excited, I finally got enough of these, I guess you call them baskets, I don't know, to do my basket wall. I still want a few more because I want to bring it down a little lower and maybe add one more at the top, but I thought for right now that was good enough. But I bought this sign, or I guess blank sign, at Hobby Lobby, and so what I want to do today is cut out a vinyl nativity to put right here. I think that'll be really cute. I might even add like Oh Holy Night on it or something like that to add to it. And then I have one other little DIY I want to do with the Cricut. I'm going to take you over the stockings. Alright, so in this home we don't have a mantle, so instead of hanging our stockings on a mantle, we bought this little, like, I guess it's like probably just like a coat hook or whatever, but we always have this bee here with some different decorations, but we added the Merry Christmas sign. And then I bought these on Amazon. They're just like little chalk tags, and so my plan is to cut out our names on the Cricut and just hang them on there for each stocking. So I think we're gonna do that today. Jed might have me make him a shirt or two, I don't know, we'll see what we get into, but let's go ahead and get started.
I have a nice clear area to pick.
Yeah, you can come over here. Yeah. Let me get the big part off first and then you can pick the little ones, okay? So you're just gonna...
My apron's for later.
Yeah, you can move your apron. So we're just gonna...
You already peeled all the stuff.
No, there's lots of stuff for you to pick.
Where's the picker?
I have it. Oh. So, because remember, this is sticky vinyl.
Yeah.
So when you're working with the sticky one, you want to be careful because it obviously will stick to itself. It weeds out very, very easy, but you don't want it to stick to itself and pull up something that you intended to be there. Okay, so right now it looks like that, but Jed's gonna pick out all of this. Do you see right in here? Alright, now we have it all onto the transfer paper. So we're going to line it up try to center it. I think Judd gave up. I think I'm gonna pull it more down because I might put Old Holy Night on it. Let me see, I'm gonna use my measuring tape to make sure that we're even. Here we have like 1.5 inch. Here we have 1.5 inch. Two. So now you can see it looks so nice. It's not perfect. I will say if you look up close there are some imperfections, but it looks so nice here with all of the decor and the Christmas decor. I love making sure every year that I add the real reason for the season, and so I thought this was perfect that we could do it together, and it looks so nice. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the tags for the stockings. Alright, and here's how the tags turned out. They look so good. I used the Rae Dunn font since we have a lot of Rae Dunn in the house, and I just think they're so cute. I'm going to take you over and so you can see me put them on the stockings. So cute. They look so good. I love them so much. Super cute. Let me get a closer shot for you. Wow. Oh, I love them. Aren't they cool, Jen? Really cute. We are attempting sugar cookies. I've always said I'm a good cook. I'm not a good baker. But we've been doing well baking cookies, haven't we? And so Judd, you wanted to make what kind of cookies? Tell the camera.
Cookies from Cookie Cottage with the frosting on top.
Yeah, you're talking to them, not to me. So we have a favorite cookie place in Indiana where we used to live called Cookie Cottage, and they have the best sugar cookies with frosting on top. And I don't know that we'll make anything close to that, but we're going to attempt. We're even making our own buttercream frosting for the first time. Again, I've never done that before. So I am following a recipe. I'll have the recipe in the linked for you in the description box. But right now we're preheating the oven to 350, and this calls for 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, 1 large egg, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then it says 1/4 cup of additional sugar for rolling, or for like, rolling the cookie in. I also read that it's very important that you make sure you use the brown sugar and not just like sub it out for just regular white sugar. You have to have the brown sugar. It's really important. I don't really know why, something about the spreading or whatever. Okay, so Jed, we need to combine the flour into a medium bowl, the flour, and I like to,
all of it?
When I'm baking or cooking with kids, I like to measure out my ingredients beforehand. Typically, I never do that, like by myself, but with kids, it's just so much easier. Baking soda.
Baking soda.
And then baking powder. I also put the salt in here just to make it easier. So that's the baking powder and the salt combined. And that's it. So you're gonna whisk that together and we're gonna set that aside. Then we need the cup of butter at room temperature. This has been like, it's like cold, you know, in Michigan. So room temperature is like still a little hard, but it's been sitting out for a long time. So we need 1 cup of butter and both of, okay, I think that should be good. Susan, I need you to add the sugar here. Okay, oh, and you're flinging it everywhere. Okay, that's the white sugar and then the brown sugar. Let's get it all out of there. And I'm gonna start, not yet. I'm gonna start creaming this together first and then you can do it. I like to do that too with kids because this is kind of hard to do and it helps them out if you can get it started. See, because this butter is so hard. Next, we are going to add the egg. You want to do it? So we're going to do, like we normally do, 1/3 at a time. So we're going to shake in.
I need the mixer, Mommy.
Okay. About 1/3 of it.
That's
And then mix
of
it up. We are going to put these on ungreased sheets. No, here, I'll give you some.
Oh, it's so squishy. I think the butter one's done.
You think the butter what?
I think
Was
it
done?
was done. Yeah, it's
No,
so
it took,
squishy.
now it is. It took a lot of work to get it squishy. This doesn't make a whole lot of dough.
No, it doesn't. I think we're going to have to make some more dough.
I don't know. Alright guys, so that was quite the process making this frosting. I think that it will be worth it, but we didn't record it because it was just all new to me. But it's a beautiful green color, and we have our piping bag here, and we're just gonna shove this frosting down in there. Jed's so excited about this.
I know.
He has always wanted, you know, can you get me a spoon?
Yeah.
He's always wanted to do this. So
A mega one? I'm gonna get
a big one. So we're gonna let him pipe the frosting onto these cookies. I know that typically with like cookies you use royal icing and not buttercream, but
Yeah,
I don't know anything about that. Because buttercream tastes better. Royal icing just doesn't taste very good.
Buttercream does taste way better.
So, what I know.
Hey, don't squeeze it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it to see how much. Oh, you really gotta squeeze real.
Well, it's not thick.
So what I think we should do is go all the way around.
You're shaking.
I know, because it's really hard. Man, you bakers. And then like, fill it in, you think? I wonder if it's not supposed to be this hard.
I wonder if you should have let the butter melt longer.
Butter was really melty.
Yeah, but why didn't you do it right, like rows, zigzag?
Alright, don't stand in front of the camera, they can't see.
Oh, oh my. Oh, this is hard. Ah. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a good cookie. Alright, move the knife.
And see your cute little face. Alright, Jed, now you need to put your sprinkles on.
Where are they?
So take one cookie, put it on the plate, and then you can put the red sprinkles on it. Or this is sugar, it's just red sugar crystals. But I was gonna say, we tried the cookies plain, and they are delicious. We also tried the frosting. It's also delicious, so I'll link both of the recipes that we used, so if you want to try them. And what I love about the cookies is that most of the time, like, sugar cookies get hard, but these are really soft. I did cook them because I made them bigger. I cooked them an extra minute, but if you like followed like the sizing directions, then you could probably just cook them the amount of time it said, but I cooked them 9 minutes. So it's gonna pick one to try. You're gonna try the pretty one?
Yeah.
Alright, show them what it looks like. We made a Christmas tree on it.
There's another Christmas tree.
Alright.
Oh my, these are delicious.
Is it as good as Cookie Cottage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
They taste the same, really, actually.
Do they? Alright, you can have a cookie before dinner, I guess. Alright, we'll see you when we're ready to make dinner, but first I gotta clean up this mess. Hey everyone, so I'm not gonna lie, I definitely hit a wall yesterday after we finished with the cookies. So it is the next day and we're going to go ahead and make dinner. We ended up just ordering pizza. I called my husband and I said, please, I can't do anymore. I'm tired. Get a pizza. So that's what we did for dinner yesterday. But today we are going to make one of my family's absolute favorites. And like I mentioned earlier, it is often requested that I give out the recipe, and I don't really have a recipe, so I'm gonna show you how I wing it, and along the way I'm gonna try to develop a recipe that I can write down. But I'm gonna flip you over here, show you all the ingredients that you need. It's super simple and it's really quick, so let's get going. Okay, so for this recipe, like I said, I think I said what we're making. We're making beef and noodles. I guess it's my like super easy, lazy version, I guess, of beef and noodles. I'm gonna get a pot of water boiling here in a minute so that we can make some egg noodles. Typically, these are the extra wide egg noodles, and I usually, like for my family, use like a 3/4 of a bag. Wow, words are hard. But that's what I do there. I use a pound of ground beef and then a packet of onion soup mix, 2 cans of cream of mushroom. Now, let me know, I am not saying that this is healthy at all. I use a little bit of milk. Usually I use 1 can of milk to 2 cans of soup. I use a drizzle. We're gonna put that into an actual measurement today. I'm not sure what that will be. And then I use some Parmesan cheese. So, like I said, super simple, comes together really fast, and honestly, anytime I serve it, everyone loves it. So let's get going. Let's boil some water and fry up this burger. I have the water beginning to boil. In a perfect world, I would have started that sooner. You may or may not be able to see the amount of laundry in my living room, but like, this is real life, y'all. I am still recovering from surgery, and I am just, you know, taking things one day at a time. So what I do is literally the onion soup mix is all the seasoning that I need for this burger. If you feel like you needed something else, you could salt, pepper, garlic powder, whatever, but I think that this adds a ton of flavor, and so I don't think it's necessary. Okay, so while that's beginning to fry, I go ahead with what I guess I would call like the sauce or the gravy. First, I do it in a mixing bowl first instead of just adding it to the pan, which I guess I could, but I don't know. I like dirtying dishes, I guess. I really, it's just because I find it easier to whisk without the beef in there. So I'm just gonna add, and I'm using whole milk. I mean, use whatever milk your family drinks. We don't drink a lot of milk, really, but we cook with milk, and let's be honest, like, whole milk is better to cook with. It's a lot more fattening, but it tastes better. Like, I did make biscuits and gravy for my kids this morning, and whole milk is definitely the best for that. So I just go ahead and give this a stir, or like a whisk, I guess you would say. I think I'm gonna add, and see, this is what I mean about like not really having a recipe. I think there's a little more than a pound of burger frozen in that package of burger, so I'm just gonna add about a half can more of milk. But for recipe's sake, I would say 1 pound of burger, 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, and 1 can of milk. And then I'm going to right now add in, let's say that's a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Let's say that's 4 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. We are going to whisk that in there. And then the most important ingredient of all is the heavy whipping cream. You know, you want to use heavy whipping cream sparingly. It's very high fat content, but do 1-2 tablespoons. I'm gonna have to watch this back to remember what I said. And I think this is the creaminess that I desire. So once this burger is fried, I literally will just pour it into the pan. I'll strain off any grease if there is, which chances are this is probably 80-20, so I'm sure there is. Strain that off and then pour that on top. Alright, so the meat is cooked, it is strained, and I'm just going to add this cream mixture. Try to get everything out of it there. We're just going to stir this all together. So it's nice, it's like a warm your belly up kind of meal. So we're just gonna let this simmer now. Like I said, I did not cook the noodles ahead of time. I literally just like walked in the door and knew I had to get this done. So once the water's boiling, we'll get the noodles going, but we'll just throw a lid on this and keep it warm and then put it all together. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. If not, you're gonna see me make a big old mess. So yep, I'm just pouring it in there. I drained my noodles and I just pour this in. Hopefully you don't hear my kids fighting in the background, because they definitely are. And we just stir it up. I'm gonna plate it up, show you the final touches, and it's gonna be delicious. They're gonna be so excited. This is what's for dinner. Alright friends, and just that simply you have what I call the easiest, laziest beef and noodles, but I promise you it is a crowd pleaser. My kids love a little extra Parmesan cheese on top, so you know, add that if you want, but I'm telling you, it's delicious anyway. That's what's for dinner, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Give it a like. That really helps out. Yeah, so I can keep doing more of these. Thanks for tagging along. We'll talk to you soon. Lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.